What's up, YouTube? It is vlog number 4 in our training series here for the Buffalo Run 50 on Antelope Island. We just got to Antelope Island and we got this sweet view of the mountains. I got 5 hours a day. Natalie's training for Boston, coming up here in about a little over a month. So she's gonna do an 18-mile long run. With the 5 hours I got, I'm hoping to get like 36 miles at least. And then I think on the max side, I'll do 40.
Normally I have my insoles in here.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I just washed Natalie's shoes and took the insoles out, so she doesn't have any insoles in there, nor does, but they'll be sweet. I plan to use the A6 Metafuji trail shoes that Finn graciously gifted to me. They're carbon plated super shoes, and if they don't work out for the first out and back, then I'm gonna switch to my tried and true Graphic Speed Ultras. My OG ones that are size 12.5, probably a half size too big. So, all right, let's get started. It's pretty busy here on the island. Hope we don't run into too many bison out there or mountain bikers. Let's go.
I have a golden ticket on the line.
I think about. Hi. Boy. There's way too many bison blocking the path. I'm flipping around and going to tell Natalie that we need to audible this route a little bit quick here because they just go on for like a mile and there's not really anywhere to avoid them in this state right now. We gotta flip. There's too many. They're like blocking everywhere. Okay. Yeah.
What do you do if that happens during the race? Our mothers would like to know. I know mine would.
We'd just run around them, but I didn't want to run like a half-mile off trail up to the road. And since we're not really running together too much, I don't want you to be in danger, but we're just gonna drive down the road to one of the trailheads and see if we can get by them. But
I think worst case, it's really only to a disadvantage to you. It's not like you're cutting the course. You can't make it faster.
no, not really, because you're running in the brush.
The terrain is not good.
Yeah, so we're gonna go up there a little bit and try to avoid them. I've got like 6.65 miles.
I'm at 5 on the dot.
At 5. All right, after about a 10-minute hiatus and a little drive, we're back on the trail again. Averaging about 6:42 pace right now, almost 11 miles in. All right, we're coming up on the ranch trailhead here. This is where we'd flip around during the race in the first out and back. This would be around mile 11. This out and back section is just smooth like butter. You could easily wear road shoes for this section in particular. Up for debate whether you should on the back half, but this section for sure. Almost back to the car now. Just hit mile 20 with 2:25 elapsed. Remember, we had that 9-minute and 45-second delay for stopping, getting in the car, and then driving to right here on the trail where it crosses the road. So Natalie is still back a ways, so I'm gonna run past the car and then come back maybe after a mile out, come back and hopefully she'll be back at the car. So I took the first 15 miles a little bit more moderate. I've been taking these 5 and a third last miles here a little bit more easy, and just seeing how that effort feels and seeing if that's the effort I want to be at during the race. Seems a little bit more reasonable holding on to this pace for a little bit longer, around 7 minute per mile pace rather than 6:42 per mile. All right, so the bison are right up here in pretty close proximity, so I'm gonna flip pretty soon. I was like there, right up there, kind of hard to see in the GoPro, but yeah, about 40-50 yards, so I'm gonna flip. All right, back at the car again, about 24.5 miles in. We're gonna drive to our next trailhead quick. Back on the trail again, started from the White Rock campground, taking it really easy now, since those car rides and stops have kind of chalked me. Both of them have been around 10-15 minutes, and it's just having your legs in that position seated does not help momentum. So took the first 15 moderate, then the next 10 we did moderately easy, and now we're just doing easy for however long this ends up being. Probably not gonna do 5 hours running today with all these stops we've had. Gonna probably be closer to 4.5, but 4 to 5 hours is on the plan, so anywhere on there is good. Making that climb slow and steady out of White Rock. This is probably the slowest I've ever taken this climb, but it's much needed right now. This view up here on the White Rock Loop never ceases to amaze me. It's so beautiful. And you pan this way, look at that. Wow, that is stunning. Here's about mile 44.5 on the course, I think. 44 maybe, 45 maybe. This is on the outer ring of the White Rock Loop, coming back to White Rock Campground and the last aid station before the finish line. Just got back to White Rock Campground, right down the road. Natalie is right there. She just stopped. Hey! She just stopped to help refill my bottles. I got like 3.8 miles to go until we get to 36, and then we're calling it a day. And then the sun's gonna set. Thank you to daylight savings for this extra hour. Just at mile 34, and we're treated to a beautiful sunset that's taking place right across from the Great Salt Lake. On this beautiful dirt road. Clipping off 710s, feeling pretty good. Got my hyperlight, got my water, we're rolling. Just finished up 36 miles on Antelope Island. Got my sweet lady. Got the normalized high mileage hat on.
That's a little fraudulent with my 50-mile week, but I did run 18 today.
You don't even look at the right camera. It's over here, not the screen. And then the Black Canyon shirt.
Also fraudulent.
So with the, whatever, 25, 27 total minutes of break time, I think. Something like that. I think it was like 4:45 elapsed time in 36 miles. But here's the Strava stats. We got, it's hard to see, 36 miles, 7:10 per mile, 14:52 elevation gain in 4 hours and 18 minutes. It said I set my 50K PR, which I think I would have been due to set 4:05:44, and that's with the stoppages too. So,
What's without?
I think it is with. I'm pretty sure.
Wouldn't you have to put it on like a race form or something?
No, I think that's with the stoppages. Yeah. So, overall, pretty good day. Moving time average pace was 7:10 per mile, and average elapsed pace was still 7:54, with about almost 30 minutes of stops. It looks like 26 minutes of stops. So unfortunate the bison kind of had other plans today, but it's okay. They live here and we do not. So Natalie got in 18 miles a day. Sheesh. We need to figure out her hydration. I loved the Hyperlight today. It was really good practicality wise. The taste was not that good. Yeah, I had water, Hyperlight, and then I had my Science and Sport Beta Fuel gels. But we just gotta get out of here. I'm getting chilly now. Peace. All right, we're on our way back from the run. We had to stop for gas at the Walmart close to the Antelope, and then we got our snacks. Both got some Snap Dilly Bites. Pretty good to get some sodium back. We each had Core Power 26-gram protein chocolate shake, and then I had my classic family size Take 5 bar Reese's classic. This is my favorite candy bar of all time, if anyone wanted to know. But we're both reminiscing on our runs today, thinking how good they were, and although we didn't really run together, it was fun to be out there in the trails, sharing them together, and kind of fighting through all the things that came with it, like having to get back in the car. I know I keep mentioning that, but for some reason it put me in a really low. My legs getting so stiff, and it was just good practice to push through that a few times. But now we're gonna head home. We gotta re-up on some more food. We made some Indian tikka masala food last night. That was really good, and I think helped out in this run significantly with all the calories we were able to intake. I think my stomach almost was about to burst out of its self.
Today?
Yesterday, after, remember?
Oh yeah,
But
it was really full.
It was super full, but I needed the calories and needed to be hydrated before the big run today. So looking into that tonight too, because I have to get back to it tomorrow with 90 minutes easy. All right, training vlog number 4. Peace.
Yup.